I am so sick and tired of casuals when they come to a sport that they have literally no understanding of, or they have little understanding of, and they try and say certain people are trash, maybe over one loss or over streaks of loss. Just in general, they don't like their personality, and that's fine. I can understand not liking certain fighters, as I don't like certain fighters, but most, if not all of them, I have a certain respect for, because fighting takes a lot of physical, mental, and spiritual energy to do. So when I hear dumbasses saying that Ilia Tuporia is trash over his lackluster performance in UFC 250, as well as Alex Pereira, you're smoking some dick. Ilia has not only bested 4 featherweight interim champs, he's also beaten high-class boxers and wrestlers alike. And people act like that he never once even touched Gaethje. He hurt his liver pretty bad and was giving him some pretty devastating hooks and low body shots. So it's not like Gaethje came out unscathed. Now, the difference between the two was abundantly clear. While Ilia looked like he got thrown into minced fucking meat, Gaethje looked like he didn't even really get touched. And that really is down to durability. But I really do think that Ilia had a high chance of beating Gaethje here, because not only is his Greco-Roman wrestling like some of the top wrestling levels in the game in that size of featherweight and lightweight, but he's proved immensely, especially against Bryce Mitchell and Josh Emmett, that the dude can throw down, the dude can scrap. And because he lost one time, casuals come out of the woodworks. Well, there goes your midget. There goes your boy. Your boy sucks. Your boy's he's 17-1. What the fuck are you smoking? And we gotta talk about Khabib here, because Khabib is the last piece of the puzzle as to why I believe that Ilia Tuporia lost. The man said that Justin Gaethje hits like a fucking truck, and that everyone underestimates Gaethje. He's a fucking veteran. The only reason why Ilia lost, there's actually multiple reasons why Ilia lost, is main reason is overconfidence. The man really thought that he is him, right? And he is him. Ilia Glaze, this isn't Tuporia Glaze, and yes, he is one of my favorite fighters, but I believe that I'm pretty fair when it comes to these fighters. First of all, Gaethje is a veteran who's fought multiple champs. He's fought Dustin Poirier, he's fought Max Holloway, he's fought Charles Oliveira. Dude, he's fought so many people and not only lost, but won or put up a good fight. Gaethje is also no one to trade in the pocket with. That's why I believe Tuporia had a game plan. He just thought, oh, I'm just going to walk forward and let this dude punch me in the fucking face because I think I'm better than you in every way. That's not how fighting works, especially against Justin Gaethje. You can't just throw down with someone like that. Someone who has the ability to hospitalize you. Within a couple hits or even within a couple rounds, you're going to the hospital. It's just that simple. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I believe that Ilia Tuporia will come back stronger and wiser, and this will make him really up his game, because Gaethje just exposed his hole, which is 100% every single time that dude throws his power overhand, he drops his fucking hands. And that is such a terrible habit, especially in fighting. You don't throw your overhand, at least without having your other lead hand up towards your chin, protecting you. Which I understand, he was being turned into fucking minced meat. And when people say that he's a Conor McGregor clone, they really are higher than Eagle's nuts, because yeah, he does sort of have the same back tattoo, and he's got that same overconfidence, cocky mouth, but dude, they're two totally different fighters. Just because the personality that's outside of the octagon is usually just a character, you know, because Mighty Mouse, who is my favorite fighter of all time, by the way, will tell you that having a charming personality and having that aura and having the ability to trash talk and blah 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 is actually a lot of the reason why people watch fighter. Now I'm a little bit different, and you might be too. I watch because of someone's technical prowess and because of their humbleness. Now Ilia is a little bit different because Ilia is an overconfident dick sometimes, but I love the way he fights, so that basically is the only reason why I like Ilia, because I like the way he fights. He's extremely brutal, extremely calculated, extremely precise, and he does not give a shit. The reason why I like Mighty Mouse so much is because he has that type of fighting, way more actually, in spades, and he also has that humble personality. But Mighty Mouse will tell you, even now on his YouTube channel, now that he's retired, that because he didn't have that personality, that trash-talking personality, and he was always humble and always shook their hands, he didn't get high pay-per-view buys. So a lot of his fights went unnoticed until he was on the tail end of his career. When he started going to one, and he started, or after the Ray Borg fight, and then he went to one and fought Rod Tang and Andreas Morales, that really is when people started to be like, oh shit, this guy's literally the best fighter on the fucking planet. I mean, Ilia Tuporia has wins over Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, Charles Oliveira, Brian Ortega. When you say that he's not a good fighter, then you're also saying that all those other four are not good fighters as well. He had one bad fight, and this might be such an eye-opener to him that he comes back and never loses again. Max Holloway is a fucking god-tier striker. God-tier. Alexander Volkanovski is really good on the ground game, and he's got some pretty good striking as well. Charles Oliveira is one of the best BJJ specialists in the UFC. Brian Ortega is also a really good wrestler, but he's got some good striking as well. Ilia Tuporia has beat all four of them. Just because a fighter has one bad night does not make them trash. I mean, Justin Gaethje, the man who knocked him out, made him quit, I should say, also has suffered some pretty devastating losses. So yes, Ilia Tuporia was a little bit overconfident. Yes, he was a little bit overzealous when it comes to the Justin Gaethje fight. But when you say that he's trash, you are dead fucking wrong. His record speaks for himself. The 4 champs that he beat speaks for himself. And maybe he should have been a little bit more humble, but this is the fucking entertainment. This is the hurt business. What happened to this is the hurt business. What happened to the Chael Sonnens? What happened to the Conor McGregors? Have people gone too fucking soft? I mean, we got Josh Poikett in the middle of UFC 250 making himself look stupid as fuck, making fun of the other fighters on the panel, and super disrespectful to Alex Pereira and Ilia Tuporia, but mainly Alex Pereira. Overall, I do think that the fight with Justin Gaethje was very, I think it was probably the fight of the year. I genuinely believe it was one of the greatest fights I've seen, along with all of the other fights that night. That entire night was a good night. Even though 2 of my fighters that I rooted for lost, it doesn't matter. The other fighters that were fighting them, besides Gane, I don't really like Gane that much. Justin Gaethje, he's a good fighter. He used to be one of my favorite fighters. He still is. With that, obviously I like Ilia more, but I'm not upset that my boy got fucking beat on. Honestly, it's probably going to make him better in the long run. Think GSP. The dude lost and then came back and became one of the greatest MMA practitioners of all fucking time. So when people say to you that Ilia Tuporia is trash, and you don't know really because you don't really know about Ilia Tuporia, go look for yourself, because this man is actually pretty good. And he's not even really in his physical prime yet.
And that's how good Ilia Tuporia is. That's how good Ilia Tuporia is. Ilia Tuporia, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. and Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied, and then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round, and he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much, and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth, and by the end of the fourth round, Ilia quit on his stool. He couldn't see out of either eye.
So when people say, oh, he's done, he's not coming back, he's changed forever, he got Tony Ferguson, that's not fucking realistic, because Tony Ferguson, before he got retired by Justin Gaethje, took more bombs. It wasn't just Gaethje that retired Ferguson. Ferguson's style made it to where he would always get beamed. But if he got beamed, you also got beamed in return. That was just his style. That's why they called him El Cuco, right? The boogeyman. Because you would knock Ferguson down, but it didn't matter. He would fucking return fire, and then you would get knocked the fuck out instead. He could bang. The dude had durability to the max. He had his durability stat to 100. But as you age, that comes back to bite you in the ass. And he did not fill up his holes. He did not make his game better. He just decided, you know what, I'm going to keep doing like I did when I was a kid and just walk forward. This is a way different story. Ilia Tuporia is not fucking 40 years old. He hasn't had countless fights that has endlessly made his brain just turn to mashed potatoes. He's still young. He's not even in his physical prime yet. This might make him come back as one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. And when people say that he's bad or he's trash over this last knockout, they are fucking stupid. And they have no idea what they're talking about. And probably haven't trained a single day in their life. It's fighting. You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day. Anyway, I'll stop yapping. Take it easy.
Shut your mouth, mate.
I just don't give a fuck. Suck these big Irish balls.
Like a weasel. That's fucking it. You're gonna stand up and do something? You sit down and shut your fucking mouth.
Mind, just if you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate can only count to 5.
Me a hillbilly Connor, listen, before you answer this, you remember how much bigger I am than you.
You're a ghetto hillbilly.
Dress your fucking age. Carrying a school bag on stage. What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read. Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?